have full confidence that our lab coats in experimental operations will innovate a profitable use for them. Rifts could be leveraged in negotiations or to gatekeep trade routes. Think of the R&D potential. Seriously, think of it. That's your Auntie's job is to keep you motivated. The threat of extinction is the mother of invention, after all.
Now, on to other things. In Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what
presents our top requested markers.
Force rockets. Force rockets. Pocket and launch your lunch today. When you miss the call for chow, but you want to eat something now, you'll go for lunch with Force rockets. When your team's getting cream, wingers out of steam, recharge your tossball crew with Force rockets. Force rockets. Force rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today.
you're tuned to wireless slight breadworm. Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement.
Hey, damage-prone daredevil.
Valued under your antique.
Well, hello there, consumer. If you haven't yet, you should be sure to avail yourself. Of course, I've seen about every meter of this rock by one means or another. So if you're looking to bargain, I'm sure I've got info for you. Say 250 bits per location. It landed over by some particularly aggressive creepy crawlies. This batch is over near some kind of zealots or cultists or something. Find that?
Drive you back home, so you're demoted to assistant VP of vending stock. Let's see if you can keep the Sprat crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crocker in morale management. Dress codes for everyone's benefit, Russ. No shoes, no smock, no whole-side office with an Elysium view. Wear something
Back
nice.
again, consumer? I didn't realize we had more to say. It used to be comms and observation. They made the invasion stall about... At first, we didn't find out why. It took them weeks to rally, and by then we own most of... Of course, I've seen... The last is a pretty little place I like to call the Crystal Overlook. Can't miss them.
Waste disposal officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office. Nothing ruins a view like a... Bits bags. Now you're the assistant to the assistant. And that's enough negative reinforcement for now. Until next time, everybody do your job like your CEO is watching over your shoulder. Because I promise you...
Now, on to other things. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
truck of scraps, break so much scrap, then smash 'em flat and fry 'em. Sprat crisp, 1,000.
Run, don't walk to spend your hard-earned bits on these quality Auntie's goods or services. Say, you've got your alien planting corollary in my invasive species fish paste.
You're a rugged, space-faring frontier person type. Try it! Despite the common voices screaming in your head not to.
Oh, it's like sour milk and expired medicine. And despite this balefully rebarbative mouthfeel, I feel great!
Everyone knows salubrious concoctions aren't supposed to taste good. That's how you know it's working.
Nannerfish restorative elixir. Additional health benefits, none of the delicious taste. New from Auntie's Choice, where nature ends, we begin.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Careful! That cave is chock full of arachnids. I'd stay away if I were you. Sleep tight with sweet dreams. Gonna be in Monasterium Aleksandry. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. They probably ought to tell you there's a side element or two.
Child. Yes.
Someone's off for a minute. Happy to help. Good street. Out of sight and on the way.
Sweet dreams.
Inflammation. Night sweats.
Rest ready if you need a house call.
Lumbago. Mild days. Scrumpox. General malaise. Imbalanced humors. Dyspepsia. Oh, and one more thing.
End this fight on my feet.
Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You're gonna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. Just rest your tired head with the sedative, you'll feel dead. Sleep tight with sweet dreams. Via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. Just rest your tired head with the sedative, you'll feel dead. Sleep tight with sweet dreams.
there, friend. Watch out. That way's a minefield.
I laugh at danger. I'm a get up and go getter. Whoosh! That's the me throwing caution to the wind. While the herd wait for permission, I see my opportunity and take it. I hand make my own luck. Don't follow the herd. Eat Purpleberry Crunch by Auntie's Choice. Every flavor-filled morsel is packed with the pep and pertinacity you need to succeed. Are you a get-up-and-go-getter? Right. Moving on. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium, from the boardroom to the bottom rung, this is wireless-free Arcadia, official agency of Auntie's Choice. You may have heard that Auntie knows better than nature. Auntie offers over 1,000 different products in over 100 different brands.
Nature offers disease, predation, pestilence, and nasty little biting insects.
What does nature know? Auntie knows best. Choose Auntie's Choice. And now, back to it. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is present.
You, the get and go. Welcome back. What can I get you?
It's Auntie's choice. You've let yourself slide, feeling down on your luck. Fell off the ladder and you think that you're stuck. The only loser is the shirker who quits. Your problems can be solved if you spend more bits. Settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Work at Auntie is the best choice. Bringing better than content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do. We see for prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your It's Auntie's choice.
Arcadia is in a more dire state than at any time in recorded history. Auntie's Choice wreaks havoc with gleeful abandon. Do you feel no guilt for what your people have done?
Look, the VPs told us this campaign would be over in months, at the most. They didn't anticipate this much resistance and hostility from the folk we came to liberate. We're trying to protect Arcadia from the chaos all over the rest of the galaxy, and from itself. So no, I ain't doing what's right.
Your devotion would be admirable if it were not so misplaced. I'm sure none of this has anything to do with there's need for profit.
No product testing to do. For you, Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Graph's back in business.
I'm not hiding.
coming your way.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's. It's Auntie's choice. Auntie's the best choice.
That goes out to the dedicated employees of the Aggressive Acquisitions Department. Lost speed to all you brave soldiers fighting on behalf of individual freedom and personal responsibility. This one always makes me pretend I have the
back.
sun in my...
Please tell me you've had some luck in finding us Lovely. Wonderful. That's just enough to get the first of our... Still, if you find any more, please...
Please tell me there's a damn good reason you're back. I suppose it can't reflect bad. What else do you have for me? Wonderful. I do love us. And if you'll leave me, I've got lots left to attend to. Is there a reason? Then why buy...
Milky white and orange.
Even violet.
Spectrum makes you smile, yeah.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, glug it down. It's Fizzos, Fizzos, we love Fizzos, Fizzos, Spectrum Vodka. More colors to the gauntlet down.
Now step aside and round.
All the colors, don't overthink it.
Just get back and drink a drink it.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, glug it down. It's Fizzos, Fizzos, we love Fizzos, Fizzos, Spectrum Vodka.
Listening to Wireless Free Arcadia for music, entertainment, and the latest from the front lines. Sponsored by Auntie's Choice, improving lives through unfettered trade and unbridled self-betterment. An update from the front. Spread free trade and self-betterment across Eden bears fruit. The Vox Relay, a hated protectorate communications platform, has been sent hurtling out into space. A considerable setback for their side. A prodigious victory's choice. All thanks to top trusted agents in the field.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever live? Law that displays disintegration.
And see. Now, on to other things. I don't know about you, but I could use something a little more upbeat right about now. Like this.
The grand plan is the predetermined order to the entire...
Don't want to do no cooking. All I want to do is swallow. Hey, here's a fancy cake.
My time is yours. You may...
What's inside and get back to our duty. Forced worst, oh, forced worst. It's not the worst unless it's forced worst, forced worst, oh, worst. Grab a can today. tongues to sweet meats, lungs
Every scientician yearns to visit the archive.
one day the hot sand rears the pit. Efficient meals means we make more beds. Forced worst, oh, forced worst. It's not the worst unless it's forced worst, oh, forced worst. Grab a can today.
Agent, oh, thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. There's been an incident. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My Seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift.
Oh, howdy. Didn't see you there. You caught us taking 5 between our 10-hour shifts. You know, work in the assembly line makes for a powerful hunger. So when we need to relight our thrusters, we don't waste time slow roasting some fancy holy cow for let's mignon.
No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken. If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? A lie? That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing? I can't discuss this right now. The monastery. The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own, but I needed him. I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. Peace talks. Yes, Ruth informed me, but representatives of Auntie's Choice in the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that. If this DeVries is responsible, then I agree with your objective. But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your effort. No? How grand! Once you reach the monastery, make your go forth as was determined, and may the Well, that's certainly a relief. Let's hope.
I've always wanted to find a mathematician.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's Choice.
You're tuned to wireless free Arcadia. Merry melodies and prevailing conditions on the battlefield. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice. Building a better Eden, where the skilled and imaginative may rise. Why settle when you...
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's Choice.
You're tuned to wireless free Arcadia for merry melodies and prevailing conditions on the battlefield. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice. Building a better Eden, where the skilled and imaginative may rise. Why settle when you can thrive?
At Auntie's Choice, we think there is no freedom without freedom of choice.
Are you sure that rope can support us?
10 flavors of spectrum vodka in order to be free.
Every autonomous consumer needs both Borst, and I can't believe it's not Borst.
Can you truly say you are liberated without frozen, dried, smoked, and canned salt tuna fillets?
Be free, everyone!
Be free with Auntie's Choice.
Okay, back to business. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
There was a lonesome boy with
the hapless frown, whose luck spun around when then he came to town. A marketeer who spotted candy up in the blue. I was the boy, I did that. Yes, and
I swear, the more he talks, the more pain it makes me want to inflict on his person.
Or that catalyst, setting into motion the future most alive with the plan. Hold that belief in your mind. Let it strengthen your resolve, and do not hesitate.
no oversight, no ethics to abide. The only thing that matters is the bottom line. Buy low, sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise the price, the profit soar. The joy of laissez faire. Oh, you know it well. Make an antique proud. Well, wouldn't that be swell? Lock and roll.
Go for torpification. Hostilities are afoot.
Recharge the mayhem!
Guided stab.
Let's go!
Adversary vulnerable.
With impeccable style, the perfect poster boy. Oh, can't you see that he's a tribute to anti-family? I never worked for him, work for you. You can be the next anti-family like you.
Proceeding to attack.
Profit soar, the joy of life.
Found another assessing.
Oh,
damn it.
Investigating hostile intent. Check your score for combatant analysis. Target analyzed. Run down fire.
Taking cover.
I'm some quick dip.
The prophet saw the joy of laissez-faire. Oh, you know it well. Make an antique proud. Well, wouldn't that be swell? We make an antique proud. Well, wouldn't that be?
Can you believe?
Not entirely. I do so hope you'll forgive my thoroughly convincing deception, dear. I'm not so sure Proctor's foreboding was capable. Suppose you can ask.
Oh, I am a dedicated member of... Consider yourself lucky. You already know. I see you're not going to let this lie. I mentioned before I was part of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. I was tasked to influence pivotal events. To keep the solving of the equation. Dorado, our department was shuttered shortly after Ruth, to put it mildly. May all...
Many of you are wondering, what is Auntie's choice? It's quite simple, really.
Auntie's Choice is a lawful entity formed under the legally binding Global Corporate Treaty of Versailles, capable of entering into contracts, owning assets, and existing indefinitely for the express purpose of executing its fiduciary duties to its board of directors and to Auntie herself.
See? It's quite simple. Now, why don't you get to shopping?
Now, upward and onward.
Those junction boxes look familiar. The N-ray scanner should show how they're wired.
The is a special selection from Auntie the Musical, the all-singing dramatization of Auntie's inspirational origins.
The other day, I stumbled into the right-wrong left on the ACS Undisputed Claim. And who did I see riding with me? The self-made market legend herself. Paragon of do-it-yourself. Slayer of unlucrative bureaucracy. Highest rung on our great new...
That's just plain. Whoever wired this up should be expelled from the order. I thought they had some self-respect.
Tips for a bottom runger who's lost on the climb. See, I tried my best to urge her, because I rose before the merger with Spacer's Choice. So all full of confidence, I asked her, how do I find success in Auntie's Choice? And this is what she said to me.
The old corporate thinking will only leave you sinking. Listen, child, and take it straight from me. This term, self-betterment, makes you 110% everything you'd ever hoped to be.
She said, be the you that you would be if you were any better. Get and liberate our
Grand architect's perspiring brow, if you try to cite the fourth pillar to me one more time, scientific advancement should not come at the cost of the grace and dignity of innocent lives. That is all I am saying. Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a failing to adhere.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75...
Anchorites, be warned. Any conversation with these two may prove pedantic.
I just finished my third chapter. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer. But do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way. The anchor hold is proofed against sound to allow us to conduct our work. Hence the speaker unit you're using now. What happens outside is of no concern to us.
I'll tell you what you can save us from. Who don't observe proper actual.
An outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief.
Widespread suffering is already taking place. Tell that.
We're going in circles again. If we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle.
I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition.
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on DS. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when they're... I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Good for him. About time someone put
What my colleague means is... I do hope no one's been hurt, though. I see. That is distressing to hear. But as we in the Order like to say, the plan actuates by deliberate means.
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we...
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently...
Apologies, but gossip does much...
I'll give you the 60-second version. This progenitor of was the first to teach the defined and objective methods that led from the actuational mental stage to one of transcendence for all. He taught how society could reach its full potential and then move one stage beyond full humanity-spanning actualization. A society at that final stage will exceed human consciousness and understand infinity itself, grasping all of the cosmos as a single equation of thought. The universal equation. Time and space and thought will become one to the participants, who will act as a single godlike entity. the source of all causation and the benefactor of all understanding. In essence, nothing will be left to chance. The Ascendants will see all that was, is, and meant to be. Humanity is along this path to omniscience. We can thank the charismatic mathematician for giving us a metaphorical kick in the correct direction.
Stay tuned for what follows. Next up, well, the seers among you already know.
Probability and the grand plan. There can be no discussion of the grand plan without also entertaining a deep contemplation of probability. Our ability to predict events to varying degrees of certainty is fundamentally rooted in statistical mathematics. Statistics, at its heart, is not but data. Data that is gathered, collated, and subjected to analysis. But what is the role of chance in that analysis? Let's look at the interpretation of chance. If one flips a perfectly balanced coin, it will land on heads with a 1 in 2 chance, or tails with a 1 in 2 chance. But are there really 2 outcomes? Is there not one specific outcome we can determine? Yes. With complete information, there can be no chance. Only outcome. Complete information yields prediction. 100% accuracy. Known outcomes. Now we come to one of the most difficult concepts in the order for initiates to grasp. If the result of the flip of a coin is known to be heads, is it necessary to flip the coin? Would it not be more efficient to simply go forward as if it had been flipped, and proceed with whatever action that flip was intended to choose? If so, what part of that choice was ever left to chance? The answer, of course, is none. Only when there is less than complete information are we reduced to chance. At present, we do not have complete information. Instead, we are still forced to deal in probabilities, expected values, and standard deviations, which lead to the dreaded sigma of probability distributions. By necessity, we are forced to estimate outcomes based on assumed distributions of sample populations. Such a travesty. No, not a travesty. Tragedy. A horror. A horror the archive will help us avoid. Every bit of data collected, analyzed, and input by our archivists brings us closer to our goal. To the solving of the universal equation. Probability is not enough. Guesses are not enough. Incomplete information leads to inaccurate predictions, which lead to tragedies. We must not guess. We must know. Help us know. Contribute any and all data you can collect to our proud archivists. And you too can say you contributed to the archive.
Roger always said he wants... Hey, body's not even cold yet. Show a little respect.
On this intellectually stimulating episode of Notable Locations of Scientific Inquiry, we contemplate the colossal. A computronic construct so powerful, it requires a planetary mass ice ball to both house its analytical engine and cool it to 274.24 Kelvin. Bundle yourself in cold weather outerwear as we visit Elysium's Ice Moon Cloister, home of the Archive. This miracle of decipherative machinery was engineered by the first bishop and the matriarch herself, so we could harness its predictive powers to unravel the universal equation. Beneath Cloister's permafrost sprawls an endless maze of components.
intrigs, logic assemblies, data manifolds, quantifiers, re-quantifiers, re-dequantifiers. The archive's core assembly lies within the ice moon's inner mantle, where 2.7 billion thermionic valve switches perform the nitty-gritty of Boolean data calculation. Such processing generates tremendous heat, which is dissipated by the thermal transfer system. 4,367.89 kilometers of feed and return pipes circulate coolant between Cloister's subsurface seas and the core assembly. When in operation, the core would turn molten in 1.8 minutes without thermal transfer's consistent hydraulic pressure of 3,000.
Resorting to violence.
To operate the archive with the transfer system. But who would act so irrationally? Input commands are delivered by complex punch cards that process information stored on data bricks.
Look, I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got. It sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I've enough self-respect that I should... Ain't as bad as it was Andy's choice, but that don't mean it's good. Just ask you folks to remember that there's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
Its great purpose, solving the universal equation so we will inevitably achieve ascendancy.
Addendum?
Nowhere near as interesting as the taxidermied cross-sections.
4,367.91 kilometers. We are racked with regret for this error.
Entertainment is...
Well, this is quite modest. Very simple and austere. Can hardly guess who lives here. Did the abbot take a vow of resplendency?
agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so go through the door on the right. You'll find the means to save them. I leave through the other door, however, and they will die.
As if we'd fall for their stalling tactics just to watch these poor fools die slowly and horribly, mangled like punch cards. I prefer to kill my enemies first, innocent host.
Entirely depends on your priorities. My former would say keeping on mission is of paramount importance. But I no longer think I agree.
Definitely not. We should be the only ones killing.
Like the cut of your jib. Hard way.
Are lethal to pedestrian traffic. They also attract.
Normally, I'd suggest picking the lock on that safe, but it looks to be rigged to that ridiculous puzzle up above.
Additional disturbances, please take additional care. Eyes forward, noses out of academic journals.
In closing, a potentially incongruent word of advice. Invariably find a way to turn your negatives into positives.
I have a growing suspicion the seer's been overindulging in aetherwave cereals.
Something your fractions should never be.
Seems we've effectively begun their puzzle. Idiots.
number 3 song this week. This popular number has been conclusively proven to be fun.
Look, they obviously meant for this to waste our time. Let's just find a way to kill the hostages so we can move on.
Tell you our friends would be there. Hurry! Disable the recording! Hard to recall. Here's an easy acronym.
Time will tell if that was a good idea.
Get to the point and do not vacillate. You've checked your words and verified your data. Send in your proof. Don't wait for later. You've crossed your T's. You've dotted your I's. The only thing that's left is publicity. QED. Quick data demonstrate. QED. Get to the point and do not vacillate. Quickly elucidate and demonstrate. QED. Get to the point and do not vacillate.
Next, the latest field data validating or repudiating our forecasts and relevant information details for our present and future calculations.
Abbot here to impart a message of significance conveyed to me by Alexandra Monastery's most trusted conjecturer, Seer Wiley. To all those tossed hither and thither by war's perilous fluctuations, the Order invites you to seek stability and shelter in Matriarch's mercy. I humbly return you now to the previously scheduled. This is Abbot Newell of Alexandra Monastery, signing off. How was that, Wiley? What? It's still recording? Oh,
That is all for now. Until next time, mind your calculation. The lines, I hope someday will meet.
Continuing as predetermined. Avid followers of our predictive playlists are already aware of which song. Interested in receiving our weekly selection of mathematical clues? Visit Google Predictory.
Could this really be in service to the universal equation?
Into a computronic system would my punch card face rejection.
Proceeding. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
On the wrist. Let's weapon prime.
Back and scan. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
With both eyes open.
Yeah. Mobilizing.
Get to my target. Navigate.
Back and scan. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Sorry, I've no target.
Recharge for mayhem! Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Love does not compute. Love does not compute.
Combatant scan.
Love does not compute.
On this electrifying episode of Notable Locations of Scientific Inquiry, we travel well outside our zone of academical comfort to an objectively and verifiably shocking moonscape, where things go chomp and zap in the perpetual night. Experience a surge in stimulation as we visit Praetor, an inhospitable planetoid, only made marginally habitable by our grounding station and electrical dispersion rods. The Elysium moon Praetor is as fascinating to the mind as it is mortiferous to the body. Tidally locked in Elysium's shadow, Praetor suffers a distinctive deficit of direct daylight. This unique astronomical arrangement bombards Praetor's surface with low-level N-rays, resulting in a shocking level of atmospheric electricity. I will now pause for a moment to let you appreciate my intentional pun. Available for review in this episode's transcripts footnotes in case it escaped your attention. Moving on. Beautifully adapted predatory fauna eke out a brutal existence here, relying on their mesmerizing patterns of bioluminescence. We Homo sapiens should ostensibly stand no chance. Not for order astuteness in the field of fulminology, our grounding station and charge dispersal network mitigate the danger posed by Praetor's persistent electrical storms. In lay people's parlance, a network of lightning rods tie into the central grounding station via a combined 307.47 miles of subterranean high-tension wiring. thus providing a conduit for excessive electrical activity in the atmosphere to reach the grounding station, where it's safely dispersed, typically. Tenured station operators estimate the system is 78% effective at mitigating 82% of the danger posed by hypercharged atmospherics. Our electrical dispersion system is ingeniously adaptable. Reversing the system's polarity will send surplus protons from the grounding station backward to any rod in the network. A convenient method to terminate any hostile...
Excellent timing. We're nearly finished with... Oh, well, now, this is unexpected. The arguments in this text seem to have highlighted a teleological flaw. You too, huh? Under certain conditions, de-escalation becomes impossible, leading to negative outcomes, including outright annihilation.
But maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. Participating in a war only produces an entropic feedback loop.
I see someone has been reading On the Origin of Sprats. It has the
mental carceration and the potential unreality.
Perhaps later. For now, I feel we should reward our guests with their choice of reward, given the idiosyncratic nature. Very well. You can retrieve it from the same drawer where you We appreciate you.
And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become allergic to water this year.